Guys, we had a really good anniversary. I can't wait to tell you guys about it. Stu, not this time. Maybe sometime in the future, you know? So, how did Allie and I's anniversary go? Where do I begin? First of all, this was from yesterday. Listen, I woke up, you're right. That's exactly where I started. Does anybody know where we went, first of all? Does anybody know where we went? Esmeralda, you're right. You're right. It wasn't that great. The beach, Disney. You got coffees first. Oh, you guys know me. This is kind of crazy. So, yes to all the above. Yes to all of the above. We did. We went to get coffee. So we woke up. We went to get coffee. And then we started driving. Where did we go? To the beach. Woo! The beach is my favorite place. My favorite thing that God has created was the beach. So we went to the beach, and I got all of our beach chairs. I packed up the car the day before. I went ahead and got like our towels. I reset everything because Allie's we've been working really hard. We were like, you know what? We want a chill day. So we went there. And we had a really good time. We tanned. We went and stopped by this old resort that my parents used to go to. We went in the pool. We relaxed. We did We tanned, we went in the ocean, and then I was like, all right, we have two options. Here's what we could do. We went to Daytona Beach because it was super, super close. And I know Daytona Beach is ratchet. I know that, but don't be hounding me for it. Daytona Beach is ratchet, but we went and it was great. We had a lot of fun. One of the things we did do, I wish I could go to the beach whenever I wanted to. It's as hot as a beach in Tennessee, right? The way I read that in my mind, I would have said it. Yeah, as I meant it that way. I know you did. I know you did. After I read it, I was like, oh shoot, wait. But on a Monday, it was so clean and clear. It was like nobody there. It was nice. It was so nice. And so after we had gotten our fill with being in the pool, tanning. Allie taught me how to do some swim moves. Like, you know the one where like you swim up against the wall, or you just about hit the wall, like do a little somersault and then push off the wall this way. Allie's really good at that. She knows how to do it. I, on the other hand, suck. So she taught me how to do that. That was fun. Played that for a while. Hot or iced? Turning, is that what it's called? Let's do hot or iced. Hot is, I'm actually not gonna tell you. I'm gonna choose one that's in my head, and I'm going to just, you choose whatever you think, and I won't change my answer. Choose the goal. I won't change my answer, whatever it is. So we did that. After that, we were like, you know what? We need a little bit of food. We need a little some because we weren't going out to eat necessarily. So we went to Winn-Dixie, which is funny because I don't think she's ever been to Winn-Dixie before. Does anybody know what Winn-Dixie is? Has anybody ever been to a Winn-Dixie? What in the undecisive? You guys, there's no way you guys are exactly the same on both sides. Vicky knows what Winn-Dixie is. Yeah, it's like a grocery store. So the way I would put it, you little mothers. Guys, it's a tie. Are we? Now you man up and pick. I already was gonna pick, but I just wanted to know if you guys had a preference. It's more fun that way. Gosh, dang. Half iced, half hot. I'm pretty sure that means lukewarm, and nobody wants that. But anyway, I took her to Winn-Dixie, and she's like, "What is Winn-Dixie?" And I'm like, or she's like, "What is exactly Winn-Dixie?" And I was like, "Okay, it's like if you think of Walmart and Target, right? Think of Walmart, think of Target." And then you think of Publix, Winn-Dixie. Walmart's the equivalent to Winn-Dixie as Target is to Publix, like that. Make it hot, like Hannah, listen, you're gonna get me in trouble is what you're gonna get me. That's what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get in trouble. Shout me out. Oh, Reese, the only shout out you gonna get is a mute. And that don't stop, and not by me. So we went in there, we looked around for a little bit, and I'm gonna be real. We compliment each other. We compliment each other a lot. You know why? Because when I get in a grocery store, my brain shuts down. I don't know what the heck to do. I go into a grocery. I walk into a grocery store, right? Chilling. My brain goes, the only thing I can see in a grocery store is like ice cream. And I'm like, I like it. Did it end with a drive in a movie? Yeah. First date? No, it didn't. But that's okay though. It didn't do that. But Allie's like, oh, I got this. And so I pushed the cart, paid for the food, and she shopped. What a compliment, right? And so we got our own Caesar salads. We got rotisserie chicken. We got iceberg lettuce. We got ourselves some croutons, some Caesar salad dressing. It was nice. On top of that, we got a little bit of potato salad. Muy bueno, right? Go back. I go over to the hot bar. I see these buckets. They got to fill up chicken wings. Because Winn-Dixie got chicken wings, right? You can fill up these chicken wings buckets. And instead of filling up chicken wings, I'm like, that's perfect for our salads, right? And so we get those buckets for our salads. And they have lids and everything. And I'm like, this is muy bueno. This is it. This is what we need. So we put our salads in there. We're sitting by, I almost went bad. We're sitting by the ocean. it was really nice. We shook up our salads. It wasn't as cool as I thought it was gonna be. But we shook up our salads, ate them by the beach. It was nice. We then proceeded to spend more time chilling, soaking in the sun, getting in the water, relaxing. Then by this time it was, I think it was like 7. Oh, no. By this time it was like maybe 4:30. And then I told her, you know what we should do? We should have some Devos. So then we sat down and I'm like, guess what? I know how to read a lot better. Like my reading out loud skills have been a 10 out of 10 now. So I'm like, I gotta read you some Devos, right? So I read her Devos and read her like a couple of chapters. And we talked about it, had some good, talks about the Lord. It was awesome. After that, we were like, you know what? We is hungry, right? We is really, really hungry. And then we decide we're gonna go to get some Chinese takeout. Because I said, how good does Chinese takeout? How good does Chinese takeout in a movie sound? What? Chinese takeout in a movie sounds like a 10 out of 10. If that isn't a 10 out of 10 to you, you're broken. Congratulations. Also, if you need some help picking a Chinese takeout, let me know, because I have to hook up. I saw a video a long time ago that talked about what a Chinese takeout would be good for. Like where, because there's Chinese takeouts are a dime a dozen, right? What's up, TK? Chinese takeouts are a dime a dozen. And they're everywhere. So how you want to choose a really good one? See, if you choose a Chinese takeout with a high number of reviews, that means that Chinese takeout's low-key Americanized. Not low-key, it's very Americanized. Nope, we didn't come home yet. We still at the beach at this point. We still at the beach. We decide we're gonna just post up around there and watch a movie, right? Whether it's in the car, wherever. We're gonna post up and watch a movie. And, but we had to find the Chinese takeout, right? So this one guy told me this strategy. He said, don't pick the Chinese takeout with the high reviews because it's very Americanized. And then don't pick the Chinese takeout with the very low reviews. That just means it's terrible. You gotta pick the Chinese takeout that's sitting around 3.5 stars, right? That means that the service is terrible, the people treat you awful, but the food is amazing, right? If you get a Chinese restaurant down by the like the threes is just gonna be bad food. You gotta get 3.5 and up. I compromised, right? I said, we're just gonna do a 3-star because that's what was in the area. So instead of the super Americanized one, because I found a 4-star and a 5-star, I decided to go with a super 3-star. Big mistake. We walked in the restaurant. This was not a Chinese food joint. This was a Mexican food joint, if you know what I mean. Okay? Because we were as confused as the next person. We were like, it says Chinese food on the door, but nobody here is working is actually that ethnicity, right? And so we're like, what? This can't be good. We can't trust this. I'm so confused. No. I didn't get those confused. Nobody working there was. You know what I'm telling you? All of them were Mexican. And I was like, this is interesting. I don't know if this is gonna work out well, but we're gonna try our bestest. don't do that. No, they can't. Here's why. There's a reason that sucker was 3 stars. They had uncooked meat. The wontons were a little crunchy. It was awful. It was 10 out of 10. We couldn't eat it. The only thing that was like low-key kind of good was the fried noodles and chicken, right? So I'm just thinking, I don't know how we're gonna survive this. We got no food. It was bad. It was really bad. So never do that. Didn't you say you had the hookup? No, well, here's the thing. You gotta listen to Jenny, you gotta listen to the whole story. You gotta listen to the whole story. I didn't even follow my own recommendations, right? That's why when I said I compromised. Because I knew I should have gone for 3.5 and I only went for 3. Should have gone 3.5. Should have driven the extra 10 minutes. You know, but I didn't. And I suffered the consequences. And I will never do that again. I would rather a 4-star Americanized place than a 3-star. That half of a star means a lot. You know, it does. Anyway, we ended up eating it. We watched the new movie, The Fountain of Youth, on Prime, and started the car and left and went home. Got home. Daytona's only about like, it's not that far. It's not that far from our house. So we were home really quickly. So we got home probably around 12. And then I walked over to her house, said goodnight, and boom. That was it. Moral of the story, you should have taken our advice and proposed instead of eating Mexican Chinese food. Hey, listen, it happens. It does. I should have. That was anticlimactic. Oh, you know what? I do remember one more thing that happened. After we made one more stop in between. We went and got the donuts, the Krispy Kreme donuts. We picked our fill of everything we were doing, right? And I think we did 6 donuts, picked some glaze, got some coffee, and just chilled in the car, talked about our future. It was fun. From 6 to midnight real quick. I have no idea the times, but it's like 2 hours. It's about 2 hours to get home. So you're talking 10. And if you start your movie, the movie was, I don't know how long. It took us like probably an hour and a half to get food. Hour and a half to get food. 2 and something hours the movie. I can't even try to math that right now. All I know is we're back home, we're safe, and we're good. But here's what I really want to know. How proud of your girl were you on Sunday? 10 out of 10. I got a TikTok that I gotta post. 10 out of 10. She conquered her fears and she just went for it. She did. I was so excited. I went to 3 services. I didn't do the very first one because I needed my sleep. Oh, she did amazing. It was incredible. We're gonna do the top 3 supporters of tonight's live stream go on the wall. There's not much space left. That's the reason why we're doing just top 3. There's not much space left, and once that runs out, who knows? Who knows? Then we ride on the outside of the new house. outside of a new house. That's good. We would have to get a house first. Oh, Alice, I love you so much too. How are you? How did the Bible study go? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I love you all. That was an incredible series. That was an incredible time. we came up with some cool melodies on guitar. I think we should continue those as well. Guys, I'm gonna head to sleep. I love you all from wherever you are or wherever you are watching from. Have a good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. Jesus loves you so very much, and I do too. And if it was the last time, it was a good time. I will see you all next time.